Have you ever been part of a remodel? Maybe it was your house or your office. When you get the finalized plans, you're excited. You think this is what it's going to look like. And then you stop looking at the plans and you look at what it looks like right now. What's your next step? You have to get your sledgehammer. In my last video, I encouraged you to really look at if your employees trust you. I asked you to look at your actions and think about the evidence that creates for your employees. Let's dive into what that really looks like. In a building, we have the structure of the house, the foundation, the 2x4s, the sheetrock, and we have the facade of the house, the paint, the bricks, the cabinets, the things that make the house look nice. In the same way, we have similar elements. We have our foundation and our structure. These are our belief systems. And we have a nice looking facade, our actions. Now think about the last time you asked your employees if they trusted you. If you haven't, I really wouldn't suggest doing it. But if you have, what did they say? Oh, of course we trust you. See, everything sounds perfect, but why? Well, it's simple. You sign their paycheck. Remember, we look for evidence that supports what we already believe. As a manager, you want to believe that your employees trust you. So when they say they do, it's easy to take that at face value. Or maybe you have a belief system that all of your employees can't be trusted, and so you simply assume they're lying. Either way, you're not really looking at their trust level in you. You're just trying to satisfy your own beliefs with a fresh round of evidence. Rebuilding trust with your employees starts by a renovation of yourself. Let's get that sledgehammer back out. You must start by looking at what parts of the facade aren't working. For example, in your kitchen, maybe your stove is too far away from the prep area. Or in real life, maybe you spend too much time being overly nice to people that you don't actually help them. I can't just pick up my prep area and move it in my kitchen. Nor can I just move the stove. I have to change the plumbing, the electric, the gas, maybe even the support structures. The same goes for how I treat my employees. If I'm too worried about offending someone, I can't just start saying everything on my mind because that will backfire. I have to return to the belief cycle. My actions are that I do a series of things to be nice to people because I have a belief system that if I offend someone, they may not like me. That's when you have to ask yourself, do you want to be liked or do you want to be respected? You may have evidence from a long time ago in your life that says that not being liked means you won't have success. But what I have found is that people who have the simple goal of being liked are often trying to please everyone. I remember a time when I watched a people pleaser not want to offend two different people. He allowed them to both work on the same project, but didn't tell them they were both working on it. In the end, when everything came out, it caused way more problems than it did good. That manager broke the trust of both employees. They both felt betrayed. They were both hurt. And sadly, both of those employees never had the chance to tell their boss the truth because he signed the paychecks. The boss believed that everything was okay, furthering his belief that you must please everyone, while the employees gained more evidence that they couldn't trust anyone. The boss would have to do some serious renovation in his life, and it goes way back to when he developed the belief system that he must keep everyone happy. In this particular story, it had to do with how the boss was raised as a child. It was his foundation that wasn't right. We often just want to fix our problems. What's the fastest way to change this? But when we do that, we're just using Band-Aids, and that leads to a constant change in our personal policies or approach. In the long run, that leads to a further lack of trust. Tearing down walls isn't easy, and there's a lot to think about and work through. As this series continues, we'll keep talking about it. But if you want help on something specific in your life, please visit mikejmorgan.com/consulting and reach out to me. Let's work together on how to break down the walls in your life. Next week, we're going to continue talking about rebuilding trust with a few more practical steps that you can take. If you have a story or a question about trust, feel free to share it below. We can talk about it. Remember to hit the like button, and please share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also change their lives. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and watch the last episode about breaking trust, and you can also learn more about belief systems.